In Florida, one speaker tried to make the case that the Bible belongs in our churches and hearts, but not our classrooms. Let's see what happened.
I just lay still, keep my eyes closed.
Much of John Amanchukwu's public comments at today's Broward School Board meeting were silenced. His microphone cut off as he read from Push by Sapphire, a book that can be found in a Broward school library.
You all reviewed this book and said that it was educational. And you're muting my mic again. Why? Because you don't want to be challenged. You are a hypocrite, Lori. You're a hypocrite. You're silencing my microphone while I address a book that you all said is educational.
Then came the topic of banning the Bible.
Ezekiel, when she carried on her whoring so openly and flaunted her nakedness, I turned in disgust from her.
Speaker Kenny Minshew's mic was left open as he quoted the Bible. He was the only speaker today who said it had no place in public schools, a point FAM disagreed with.
The Bible belongs in church. The Bible belongs in your home. The Bible belongs in your heart.
Point of clarification.
I don't believe we need the Bible in our public schools. There is separation of church and state, and we need to continue that.
In the end, despite the back and forth, the board voted unanimously to keep the Bible in school libraries.
All right, they voted to keep the Bible in school libraries.
But did they ban the book that you came to talk to them about?
Well, the book that I came to talk to them about, they had passed that book through a review, and the book is rather pornographic, like some of the books that we have here today.
Like this one right here, let's talk about it. This is like pure pornography. I'll let the ladies at the table look at it.
Yeah.
It's actually insane. It's wild.
I mean, this is for teenagers to read.
I'm trying to get it out of my mind right now.
Like guy on guy.
And what's it say in the Teen's Guide?
Yeah.
It's their guide.
Yeah, the Teen's Guide to Sex, Relationships, and
being a human.
Right.
And this is in our school library.
Exactly. And the same thing with this book, Queer, the Ultimate LGBTQ Guide for Teens. This book teaches about all kinds of lewd sex acts that shouldn't be discussed at school.
Not just talks about it, but shows pictures about it for the children.
It shows the images, and we can't show it online today because of FCC standards and being demonetized and deplatformed.
The crazy part is that you were at some of these school board meetings and you were reading from the books, like especially the elementary school book.
Yes.
And they told you it wasn't appropriate to read it out loud with adults.
But the kids can have it.
Exactly. I have become internet famous.
Yes, you have.
For reading pornographic books.
Yes, you have.
I thought it would be from preaching John 3:16. But, you know, God has a sense of humor. But the reality is this. There are people who have bought into the notion of DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, to the point that they think a child needs to see a plethora of sex acts and sexual opportunities provided for them in the curriculum and in our libraries and our materials, so that a child might feel comfortable because he sees himself on the shelf. When we do that, we move away from reading, writing, and arithmetic. Look at our EOG test scores in this nation. I mean, how is teaching a child about sex toys going to help them compete in a global market and or economy? It's not going to help them. It's not going to help them get a job in science and engineering and space engineering or anything like that. It's not going to support them.